Konnichiwa. Jake Habanoff here. Well, the rivalry between Artemis and I, we'll find out next episode how well we did in the competition, but, you know, Artemis is not the only one that I need to overcome. When I was about 10 years old, I entered the junior chefs competition, and I lost in the semifinals to one person. So, luckily I was able to track him down, and I was able to invite him here. That's just really bothered me because, you know, I feel like I should have won. So today we're going to find out whether I should have won or not. Oh, that must be him right now. It's been a while, Jay. Say about 16 years. Been watching your videos. You seem to be doing quite well for yourself, all things considered. All things considered? Okay, look, I brought you here to fight. I did not bring you here to insult me. Oh, no offense intended. I just meant you seem to have your hands quite full with Artemis. Yeah, he's more bark than bite. In my research, he's a lot more powerful than you give him credit for. So far, you've only beaten him by a technicality. Had you been in a real fight, I'm not sure you would have been quite so lucky. All right already! Let's just get this competition started with, so we can find out who's better once and for all. Oh no, alright, so what we will do, we will make a soup. Any soup you want, you have 30 minutes to complete it. I know we've done entrees for cooking battles thus far, but my hypothesis is that if we switch it up and do something different, you'll attract a lot more viewers that way. Alright, so for my soup, I am going to do a beef vegetable. Just got my beef, my onion, carrot, celery, a little bit of corn. Alright, that pan is hot, so we're going to go ahead and add the oil. We're going to go ahead and dice the meat, although we are not going to add that in right now. My data analysis shows that if we add this later, we will add more flavor to it, or the flavor will cook into the soup. First, we will go ahead and dice our mirepoix. Although for the onion, I'm going to julienne it for presentation purposes, so we can have some different shapes in here. Calculations suggest that we should go ahead and add our salt and our pepper. We'll go ahead and let that saute. We'll go ahead and add some more oil for our roux. see, we have a lot of different shapes for our soup. Should look very nice. Let's not forget to add the corn. Now we are going to go ahead and make the roux. Just a touch more oil. Now we will go ahead and add our water. Alright, our soup is almost to a boil. My hypothesis is that once it does hit a boil, this should be cooked enough to eat. Soup is at a boil. Go ahead and season real quick. And my hypothesis is correct. The meat is cooked and good to eat. And here is my soup, beef and vegetable. And start the clock for 30 minutes. Okay, so we get to pick our own soup. So I've decided I found some stuff around the dojo. I found some celery, onion, some meatballs. And I'm gonna make an Italian noodle soup. So first, already had some diced celery lying around. Go ahead and get our oil hot. And while that is getting hot, we will go ahead and dice our onion. Just julienne it like this. Go. We want to make sure it's nice and small because we want to make sure these items fit in the spoon. Alright, that should be small enough. So, let's go ahead and toss our mirepoix into the heated oil. We'll go ahead and season. A little salt and pepper. And I'm going to dice up or chop up some rosemary. This is Italian. flavor that way. Here, since we don't have an overhead view. There you go. Getting there. Now we will go ahead and make the roux by adding a little more oil to it. And we will add the flour. We want to coat the vegetables this way when we stir it up, when we add our liquid. It will form a nice thick soup. There we go. So we got our roux and our mirepoix right there. Let's go ahead and add the water. We have 25 minutes exactly remaining. So let's just come to a boil. It's a little thick. So we'll just add a little more water to thin it out. But while that's going, we'll go ahead and add the noodles and the meat. Let those go. Actually, it's very good thickness. Nice hearty soup. I know I should have added the parsley beforehand, but I thought we could use some as a garnish and some for flavor. Also, give the soup some color. Add some green in there. You know what, I think we will throw in more parsley, and I figure all the green specks from the parsley and the rosemary will give it some great color. Hey, being pretty resourceful here. Just using ingredients I found around the dojo. There, that looks pretty good. Once the steam clears, you should be able to see it. There you go. I'll zoom in a little bit. Alrighty. We'll let our stuff cook real quick, and all of our product is cooked. Noodles and meat. So let us go ahead and get ready to serve. It's a little thick, but it looks very good, and I'm sure it's gonna taste very good too. Now, let's see how we did here. With my Taste Tester 8000 that I invented myself, you can find out who won the competition. Alright, let's go ahead, put this in my soup. Thickness, 100%. Taste, 89%. Good. Presentation, 95%. Not bad. Now, let's check yours. Thickness, 70%. Taste,
is 80%. Presentation, 97%. So my research has proven correct after all. I can still overcome you after all these years.
What do you mean I lost? I mean, the soup tasted good. I mean, the thickness wasn't bad. What did I do wrong?
Don't get discouraged, Jay. You actually put up quite a good fight this time. A lot better than you did 16 years ago. Hey, just relax. You're probably just a little stressed about your match with Artemis. I tell you what, why don't we work together? And we'll increase both our abilities. In fact, I'd like to study your abilities a little better as well, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I really doubt any training you could give me would do me any good, geek boy, but fine. I'll just train again and I'll beat you next time.